Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. It's not Monday. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back from a nice long weekend, from Memorial Day weekend. As I said, Memorial Day is not one of those, it's not supposed to be one of those really happy days. It's supposed to be a sorrowful remembrance type of a day. So Memorial Day is that day that we remember all of those fallen soldiers who took the ultimate sacrifice. So yesterday there were Memorial Day celebrations actually all around the state. There's parades where we honor those veterans that are still here, who served our country. There are ceremonies that we had two ceremonies here in town, one at the VFW and one at the American Legion, recognizing those citizens in our town who lost their lives back in wartime. So there were ceremonies for them. So, and then of course there's always the time for family to get together, which is always nice. So hopefully you had a nice long weekend. We are back. Today is Tuesday, May 28th, and we are here today for Tuesday, and then tomorrow we're going to talk about a few wonky things tomorrow and Thursday. Before I get to that, there's another very special thing about today, and that is that Mrs. Lee is being celebrated at the Princeton University commencement this morning. So you can give her a nice little shout out this morning. She is being honored and celebrated as a secondary teacher of the year in honor of, or being recognized by Princeton University. So congratulations to Mrs. Lee, and we are there with you in spirit. All right, moving along, let's talk about tomorrow, and let's talk about Thursday. I know I'm going to get these dates mixed up this entire week. All right, so Wednesday, tomorrow, our band and orchestra students will be having their Hershey competition. I know it seems a little weird because it's here at school, but the judges will be arriving first thing tomorrow morning. And right around 8 o'clock, they are going to be starting to get ready and warming up and then ready to perform. So that's going to start with our orchestras in the morning. Teachers and students, if you are part of one of the very first orchestras, melodic orchestra, I believe, no, I think it's harmonic orchestra, you are going to come in for early morning music. You're going to get set and ready to go. Teachers, there was an email that went out this morning letting you know that you do not mark any of the students on that list absent. Mrs. Heffentrager will take care of attendance after the performance. And then all of the other orchestra students, you're going to come in, you're going to check in for attendance, and then come down to the music room. Please keep in mind, you're going to be excited and you're going to have lots of fun jitters inside, but you need to be quiet. I don't want to hear or see anybody running or talking around those music rooms or the auditorium. You need to be, I'm going to talk through this bell, you need to be on excellent behavior, because all of that matters with the judges too. They're looking to see which schools are doing an excellent job respecting each other as performers. So keep that in mind. And then our band students are coming later in the day. So there's a whole itinerary that's been shared, but the important part is tomorrow morning. We don't want those students marked late. Then on Thursday, it is the choir day, and there is a routine for those students, and we should be all set, ready to go. And then on Friday, any students that are going on the Hershey trip are getting here super early. Remember not to bring too many items, because you have to, whatever you bring, you have to carry in the park, and I'm not holding it for you. So bring just what you need, and if you need to get a locker, you'll get a locker at Hershey Park. But we are going to be leaving early on Friday morning. The buses will pull out before school even begins. So make sure that you are here. We are not waiting for anybody to come on their regular bus. If you're not here and you're not ready to load, unfortunately, you're missing the trip. So those are the important reminders there. Let's move along and talk a little bit about Lost and Found. The Lost and Found is overflowing, and here's what we do. At the end of every year, anything that is left in the Lost and Found after the last day of school gets donated. Even if you lost something on the last day of school, we pile it all together and it gets donated. So be very careful with your items, and also come down and check out the Lost and Found before we go through our donation phase. It is all spread out in the cafeteria. You can take a look there, and D102 in case you need anything. Mrs. Ackerson always likes to give a reminder this time of year. Get your library books, get them back to her. Fines will be assessed for any lost library books, so let's get started on that, and let's start digging through lockers and getting library books back. We're still a little early, but it's not too early for these reminders of cleaning up and getting ourselves set and ready. So on the last day of school, you're all set, ready to go. Speaking of the last day of school, our trimester actually ends before the last day of school because report cards go out on the second to last day of school. So your trimester is going to be coming to an end fairly soon. I want to make sure that you are all set and ready to go. So get on to Genesis. It's a must do. Get on to Genesis, check your grades, and do whatever you can to clean up assignments and things like that. Remember, if you're submitting something late, it is not for full credit. You must understand that because the full credit time has passed, but you can still get some credit, and some credit is better than zero. So make sure that you're on top of that. Let's see. I was thinking of something in my head. We've got grades, we've got Genesis, we've got all of that. All right, folks, that's it for right now. That concludes the morning announcements. Let's have a fantastic day with excellent behavior. Please stand for the salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Have an awesome day.